Exciting day for us. Really good to put the wraps on such a good class. Greatly appreciate our staff and the hard work they've done for the past year, past 2 years in some cases, recruiting some of these players. I feel very good about this class. I feel like they're excellent football players, excellent people, very good in the classroom. I feel good about going in-state and getting some of the top prospects in-state to stay home. Definitely some difference makers that were very important to us. So across the board, very excited about this class, top to bottom, and there still could be one or so out there in this class. And then, of course, we'll have a couple spots left to continue to work for the February signing period. So I like where we're at.
You mentioned the in-state guys. Just how did that all come together, getting 5 guys, and how important specifically to get into Louisville was it?
I think it was very important. You know, we've been working these guys for some time. They're very, you know, there's very good players. You know, you don't know where the players are going to be in state. As I mentioned, every year, I think there's always good quality in this state. Sometimes there's not always the quantity. This year there was certainly a good amount of very good football players, and it was a group effort. Really appreciate the work of our staff, and certainly Coach Morrow, our recruiting coordinator, went in there and definitely had a strong impact and built some strong relationships with these kids, along with our position coaches and other guys. And Coach Slarman started it years ago in that area, and so it was a group effort. But Coach Morrow will talk to you guys here in a minute. Let the big dog come up here in a minute. But he certainly did a very good job, and definitely had a big hand in landing some of these guys.
Like 6 linebackers in this group, and they're all kind of considered outside. Do you start them there and then kind of work out? How do you fit them?
Yeah, they're versatile guys. You know, they're definitely some versatile guys. Some of them, you know, there's a couple really big ones. You know, big outside backers. There's the athletic guys. There's some guys that played inside and outside. So there's a lot of versatility in this group. And you know, when you're a 3-4, you need some linebackers. So outside backer was the biggest area of need, that with defensive back, you know, coming into this year. So, you know, certainly feel good about what we did at those positions.
Did Josh's success make it easier to get those guys?
I definitely think that helps. You see the way we feature the linebackers and what we do, and you know, playing, you know, a heavy dose of 3-4, you know, playing with four linebackers quite a bit definitely helps.
Mark, did you all start with a conscious plan to push into Georgia, or did it just work out that way?
Yeah, we definitely did. You know, we always recruit that area. I think with our success this year, you know, having some success on the field certainly helps in that area. You know, it's the heart of the SEC in there, and everybody goes into Georgia. There's a lot of good football players in there, but you know, we were definitely dead set on going in there and making sure we get the right players and getting good football players out of that state. They're definitely there.
Do any of the outside linebackers draw comparisons to Josh Allen in your eyes?
That wouldn't be fair to put that on any one person at this point in time, and plus you know, you'd be putting down the other guys. You know, nobody knew Josh Allen was going to be Josh Allen when we were talking about this many years ago, right? I don't think one person probably had a lot to say. Freddie, yeah, Freddie made you all look bad. Why do you think I hired him? So yeah, Freddie had it pegged right away.
Mark, you have as many as 9 early enrollees. Is that a direct correlation with this early signing period, or is it just a trend now?
Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with this early signing period. You know, once you put, you know, the majority of your class to bed, you can move on to the next class. And I just walked out of a meeting. Vince can attest to this, maybe 3 minutes ago, and it wasn't very pleasant, to be honest with you. I appreciate our guys' effort, but it's on to the next. You know, it's on with developing our players that we have, pushing them academically to meet the standards that we want, and recruiting the right guys in 20. So, you know, there's no rest, no time to sit back, but it does speed things up. So we need to be, you know, working hard on 20s right now, and as we get out in January and February, we'll do that. you know, and also with finishing this class. But I think it does put speed things up a bit. And there's quite a few players that are getting in position to get out early, which is, it's really good for them. It's good for the players. You know, this has been going on for some time. You know, the first couple of years you were maybe a little skeptical, just not see how it works out. But I'm in total favor of it. I think it's very good for the young men. I think spring is a much easier semester for the student athletes in football, you know, because the fall is just so extremely busy. You know, their time demands are through the roof, and it's very, you know, strenuous mentally and physically. And so when you come in the spring, you got an opportunity to get your feet on the ground and help you academically, physically, you know, get going and lift and weights, and then spring is so much slower because you only have 15 practices. And it's very fundamental in the spring. It certainly helps.